Hello. Hi, everyone. This is Carla from the Learn English by Speaking Our English show. And guess what? It's a very exciting show today because not only do I have the wonderful Sheza Maheen and the magnificent Lee Weissman here who's going to tell some stories, we are not only on Facebook, we are going to also be on YouTube. And I am going to ask that you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel because that way you'll be able to see the shows at any time, day or night, you want to see it. And of course, to come to the show, it's no different than it was before, except that you click on a link for StreamYard instead of Zoom. So that's really exciting. It's great news. Remember, you don't even need a Zoom link anymore. All you need is your web browser. You click on the web browser and it brings you straight to the show. Just come and enjoy and have fun. We hope to be laughing a lot and having a great time. And please don't ask me to call you. Follow the directions on the screen. All you need to do is click on that link, go to GiggleFest University, get the StreamYard link, and you're here. It does not take a long time. And someone's saying, long time after you come back. Well, I had some issues with Facebook. We got them resolved. And guess what? I am back here speaking with you, having a great time. And I'm looking forward to talking to you. I will put the directions in the chat in a moment. We're going to start off with Sheza quickly introducing herself, and then we will go to Lee for a wonderful story. You guys have to get used to me remembering to mute myself so the next person can talk. Sheza, please introduce.
Thank you, Carla. Hi, I am Shida Maheen from Lahore. I have done my BS Honors in Education and currently I'm working as a social media coordinator at Riechman Foundation, and also I'm under training of Shadow Minister of E-Commerce for Women, and that's all. You are mute, Carla.
I am so used to just looking up at someone and saying, "Did you have a good day?" So I'm going to ask her, but I'm going to remind you now that I see so many people watching the show. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. We are on YouTube live right this moment. And we're all very, very excited about this. What kind of day did you have, Shaz?
Oh, my day was very busy. I was doing an assignment today and I have to complete it, but I do not complete it yet, but I will. I think there is someone.
Well, I'll take care of that, Sheza, because
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
not letting anyone in who does not have their camera on when they come.
Okay.
So trust me, I know what's going on. I saw that. Sheza, why didn't you complete your assignment?
Yeah, it was so long. It's so long, that's why it took time.
When did you start your assignment?
I started it from morning. Yeah.
And and when is it due?
Sorry?
When do you need to turn it in?
Oh, I have to complete it today, but I think I will complete it tomorrow.
Okay, Sheza, let's have Lee speak now. And we all need to remember to mute.
And now I'm unmuted. Okay. So I am Lee Weissman, and I live here in Washington, D.C. And I've been a teacher for a long time. And do you want me to share a story? Is that, yeah? Okay. So, a story. So, once upon a time, all stories begin that way. There was.
Lee, before you go once upon a time, which I know you're going to do, and you're going to do a great job.
Yeah.
I want to remind you, we want to know more about you. Where are you living now? You've moved. You're in a whole different
have.
place.
I live just outside of Washington, D.C. This is my apartment. There you can look. Okay, there. Everybody can see. In fact, I can even show you outside my window. There's my window and my porch. So everybody can see. And I live here. And I don't know what else to tell you about myself. I don't know. I go to synagogue right around over there, and that's it. So, and I have a lot of flowers in my house. You'll notice if you look in my house, you'll see lots and lots and lots of flowers everywhere because I like flowers. So now you know that I like flowers.
And the world is a garden. So you
And
are
the
just
world is a garden, and I am a gardener. So, story.
story time.
Okay.
Lee, go on. I just want to tell people if I cannot see your picture, I will not be bringing you to the show. Okay, Lee, I am.
So there was once a rabbi. He was called the Baal Shem Tov. He was a very holy man, and he wanted to experience the world. And one of the ways that he went to experience the world is he dressed himself up like a beggar, and he would go from town to town, and he would sleep. Sometimes he would sleep in the street. Sometimes he'd sleep synagogue. Sometimes people would take him in, and people generally would take care of him as a beggar. Well, he came to one. He came to one town, and it was on Friday night. And normally on Friday night in Jewish communities, people make big meals, and if you go to the synagogue, they'll invite you to your house, invite you to their house, and they'll give you some food to eat. So he went to the synagogue, and a man invited him to his house. He had a beautiful house, big long table, and it was full of food. And on one end of the table was the host and all of his special guests, and he had all sorts of visiting rabbis and people like that. And then at the other end of the table, were all the poor people that he invited, and all the best food was down here at this side of the table, and all the not so good food was down there at the other side of the table. So the poor people, so here everybody would get the chicken, and down there everybody would get the bones, right? And then after everything was finished here, they did whatever was left over, they gave to the poor down there. And here the host would sit and he would talk to them, and he would ask them how they are, where they were from. And the poor people at the other end of the table, he didn't ask anything, right? Just let them be down there, didn't bother to ask them about anything. So many years later, and so after this experience, the Baal Shem Tov, many years later, came back to that very same town. And this time now, the Baal Shem Tov was a famous rabbi. And he was wearing a beautiful silk coat, right? And he looked like a very, very, very distinguished rabbi. So he came to the synagogue, and this man, he was seeing this very distinguished rabbi, invited him to his house, the very same man. And instead of sitting him over at the other end of the table, he sat him right next to him. And he gave him the most beautiful spot. When he asked him, said, "How are you? It's so nice to have you in my house. Such an honor to have you in my house." Hashem says, "Thank you." So the man came, and first they brought some soup. So the man put the soup in front of the Baal Shem Tov, and Baal Shem Tov took the soup and he poured it all over his coat. The man didn't know what to do. He thought, this is very, very strange, but okay. He didn't say anything. So then he brought some chicken. Well, Baal Shem Tov took his plate of chicken and he poured it all over his coat. Guys, I have no idea what to do with this. Like, why is he pouring this stuff all over his coat? So finally, he brings him some rice, and he puts a big pile of rice in front of him. He says, "Rabbi, please have some of this beautiful rice. My wife made it special just for you." He took the rice, he poured it all over his coat. So finally, the man says, "Look, I have to ask you. I mean, why are you pouring all the food I'm giving you over your coat?" He says, "Well, many years ago, I came to your home, and instead of sitting right here next to you, I sat all the way at the other end of the table. And instead of talking to me nicely, you didn't talk to me at all. And instead of giving me all this beautiful food, you threw chicken bones at me down at the other end of the table." It says, "What's the difference between me then and me now? The only difference is this coat. So I figure that you don't really want to show honor to me, and you don't want to feed me. You want to feed and honor my coat, because that's the only thing that's just different about me. That's the most important thing to you. So I figured I'd feed my coat." And I love this story because I think so often, we give people honor, not because of who they are inherently, not because of their qualities, or not because of the things which are really best and most important about them, but because of superficial things, because of what they happen to be wearing, or a title that they happen to have. So we should love everybody, but we should love everybody, for who they are, not for their position, or for their clothing. That's my story.
Very nice story.
Thank you. I could tell more stories.
Please, can you give us another story about kindness? Ziav Zahid, I am going to change the rule a little if we can. He left. He has been coming and he doesn't have a camera. That's the issue. Go on, Lee.
I'm not going to tell another story now. I'll tell another story next time. I'll hold off. I'll hold off.
Okay.
I don't do all my stories at once.
I'm going to let Ziav come in because he or she is trying, and is Ziav a lady's name, Sheza?
I don't know.
We'll find.
I heard this name. I don't know.
Okay, we'll find out in a moment. Ziav, are you a lady or a man? If you don't speak, we will get rid of you. What?
I think a lady.
But we can't hear her. Zelef, you need to unmute yourself, and I need to know if you're a lady or a man. I cannot hear you. Yes. Zelef? Okay, I see that you are a lady, but the problem is your internet is breaking up. Can you please go out, shut everything down, and come back and try attempt to come again because your internet isn't good. You need a better internet connection. Okay? Okay, go do that. If I don't want to keep. Okay, great. Thank you. Okay, Sharon, people are having. Sharon, where did you go? Okay, Lee and Sheza. I am so excited to have you here. What else would you like to say while we wait for people to get used to this new stream? And also remember people, when you come, please connect your camera as well as your mic, and then I can bring you in.
You
But
know,
not
there's a very old proverb that all beginnings are difficult. Whenever you start something new, you always have to go through a little bit of trouble. There's a saying in Hebrew that to get to the fruit, you have to go through the peel, right? So to get to the good stuff, you always have a little bit of opposition, a little difficulty. So I guess we're having technical difficulties, but there's Sharon. Welcome.
welcome, Sharon. Can you please introduce yourself so the world knows who you are?
Okay. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay. I'm Sharon. My name is Sharon Bhatti, and I have studied in biomedical engineering, and currently I'm doing an internship in my field biomedical engineering, which is in Lahore.
Okay. Sheza, would you like to speak with him, please?
Yeah, sure. Where do you live, Sharon?
I live in Lahore.
Okay, I also live in Lahore.
I live in Shadra.
Okay, I live in Kent.
Okay.
So, how is the weather there?
The weather is windy there.
Yeah. How many siblings you have, Sharon?
Uh, I'm only one brother, and I have one sister.
Okay. Okay, what's her name?
Her name is Rebecca.
Okay, where is she?
She is sleeping now.
Okay, and what are you doing?
I'm taking the class of
Okay. How was your day?
Well, okay, go on.
Sharon, how was your day today?
Sheza,
today.
what,
Today my day was fine. I am seeking for jobs in my relevant field of biomedical, and I drove CV in every company of biomedical field in Gulbarg.
Okay. Why don't you finding a job in USA?
I don't have uh, any kind of source in USA, but I
You have
want to go.
internet.
Yes, but uh, I want to study in abroad, but it takes money to
You
go
have
every.
internet. You have internet. You do not want to go in USA to find a job to have a job in USA. If you have an internet, you can do.
But I don't know how to do this.
You should watch Rehan Allawala's videos about this topic.
you know,
Oh,
Sharon, you're right. You can't do anything because you're saying you cannot. You have made that decision that you cannot do anything. You have the internet, you have YouTube, you have a way to search, but you're saying I can't do it. It's up to
Okay.
you to decide you can do it. Now tell me, what do you want to do? And right now, at every university, including places like Harvard and Oxford, everything is on the internet. So stop saying you can't do it. I want to know why you can't do it. It doesn't make sense at all.
Because it requires money to go to abroad.
No, you're not, you didn't listen to a word I said. So why are you here?
I'm here to speak English for
If I can help, I think what Carla is trying to say is that nowadays with the internet, you don't have to be physically present somewhere to gain experience from that place or to contribute to that place. So, for example, imagine I worked for a biomedical firm in the United States, right? So you could consult with me, right? You could work for me. You could, participate in everything that we're doing here, just like we're talking to each other now. And so one of the things that's amazing is that the workplace now is getting much bigger. And so it may happen, Sharon, that in the next couple of years, instead of having to think about going someplace else to study, you might be able to study at those places while you're sitting in your very own, kitchen table. You could go to Oxford right now, right? You could study at Oxford University right now while sitting at your kitchen table in the Lahore. And that's an amazing thing. So it means that we have a lot of ability to do, things we never imagined. So it may not take so much money. That's a good thing. Maybe nowadays, instead of taking money, everything just takes time and courage.
Absolutely, Lee. And that's the point. He's here speaking to us. He's
Yes.
thousands of miles away. He didn't need to travel, but he's here speaking to us, and he's saying he can't do it. And if that's how he thinks, he's not going to do it. He can do anything he wants to do.
Carla, I think that many of us, we're so used to thinking a certain way. I'm also the same way. You think about, well, okay, if I want to do this, I have to travel to this place. I have to, and we don't really think about, but wait a second, that's not necessarily the way it works now. I think about shopping. About shopping. It When I was growing up, shopping meant you went to this store and that store and this store and that store. And now, of course, it's a completely different experience. And I'm used to that experience, right? I go to this website, I go to that website, I go to this website, that. I'm used to that now. But really, to get used to it at first was very difficult. I'm used to going to a physical store and looking at physical clothes, and or going to a bookstore. So, and some of us still like those experiences. I love going to bookstores. Right? That's one of my favorites. Amazon will never be good enough for me. I love bookstores, but still there are all these opportunities, but we just have to get used to it. Just like we're getting used to this new platform here.
I'm still getting used to this.
See? I told you.
And I agree, it's difficult. However, if we think we cannot do something. I mean, if you had told me 4 years ago I would be doing this, I would have completely laughed my head off. In fact, I did when Rayhan first got to me. I thought, you're crazy, buddy. But look, 4 years later, I'm not only doing it, but I'm thriving with it and I'm growing with it. And if we go into something, he's growing up with this. It's right in front of him. He needs, where did he go? Unmute yourself, please.
Maybe you scared him off. Oh, poor guy. He'll come back.
Oh no, he has poor internet. This happens all the time. He'll be back. But, that's the whole point here. Is that we're getting used to something new.
True.
Every time he comes, I talk to him about this. And he says, well, I can't do it. You're right. You can't do it. You're absolutely right. And maybe I'm wrong in saying that. But if people don't look at their mind and how they're thinking, you're right. You can't do it. Your mind, dream big. The bigger you dream, the better, the more will come to you. And believe me, I too am a person who says, oh, I can't do it. How can I get this done? It took me months to get on YouTube, but I'm here now. Sure. I hope he comes back. I didn't mean to scare him off. He's watching. I can see that. Sirazul Hossein. Open up your mic, and I just did, and introduce yourself. Lee, we gotta mute you. And I need to mute me.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Introduce yourself. Who are you? We can't hear you. Did you mute yourself? Sirazul, we cannot hear you at all. Take off your headphones. No, we can't hear you. Please take off your headphones.
Hello. Is it clear now?
Now we can hear you. Sometimes you do not need to use your headphones. Your Wi-Fi. Okay. What is your name? What he put on? Disconnect your phone from your hands-free, please. Okay. I don't know your name, but can you introduce yourself? R.L. Chok? What is your name?
Hi, Carla. I have changed my name. You have already know me.
Oh, yes. How are you?
Well, I'm fine.
Why did you change? I'm great. Why did you change your name?
Oh, I changed my name, but RL means Ruliana. So Chakchuak means grace. I hope it doesn't bother you.
Perfectly fine, but do me a favor, introduce yourself. there are people here and people watching who have never seen you in their life before. So you need to let them know who you are.
Well, you know that my name is Roliana. I am from India, the state of Mizoram, and I am working as a teacher for years. And I see this kind of what to say Google University on Facebook, and I tried and I come in and try to have some experience for meeting new friends. That's what I'm trying to do and do some new experience under this situation. Is that okay?
It's okay. When I speak or anyone speaks to you, you need to close your mic. Okay? That
Okay.
goes for everyone. I need to get used to that. Close your mic for a moment. Actually, I have one question. Are you doing or are you trying?
Uh, right now, what I'm doing, hmm, why trying? You don't like trying, doing, seeing is believing, as we know. Okay, doing is much more important than trying, as you say.
So why do you say you know what I think of that trying? Why did you say trying?
Oh, the first time I met you, you have already told me about uh, doing a perfect choice directly. That means thinking and trying is was not enough, as you said, and doing things with a new ideas is much more important than trying. Uh,
So now that you're doing, what are you going to be doing? And Noralam, I understand. Well, you can come back another day and try. And not try, come back to the show. Try again today if you want. We'll bring you in.
okay,
No, I'm talking to some.
okay, that's okay.
Okay, so you tell me, what do you want to do?
What?
What do you want to do?
Oh, it's apparent, it's clear, it's obvious. As we know, I am I come here to have an improvement in English as well as to have correlation with other persons to search out new ideas as well as new experiences with different types of people that I haven't met. And now I met some new people to have and share a good experiences and other things also that come towards that come through world's life.
So, so what is life in your mind?
Life. Life is, I think, the present situation is life, I think. And we face many things and we have a vision. We have what to say, the past, the present, and the future. And it is clear that life is the present situation. there are different types of things that we are going to face that we haven't completed yet. We cannot say that is life. There are different types of religions. They may have different types of life. Uh, they may they may be facing different types of things, but I cannot foretell what they are meant to be. But for me, life is the presence, the things that we are doing at the present. I cannot explain further. Uh, if uh, some of you can collaborate with me.
Lee, you look like you want to ask him a question. I'm going to let you do that.
Okay.
I was just going to ask a very practical question. You said that you're a teacher.
Yes, sir. Yes.
How old are do you teach children?
Between 11 to 15 years.
Oh, that means you're a very brave man. That's the hardest. I found those years to be the hardest, like 11 to 13, very
Yeah.
difficult. Very.
There are different types of problems. Uh, I think that you are older than me and you have a lot of experience facing
Yeah.
such kind of situation. Adolescence period, there are different
Yeah.
kinds of problems.
Yes.
Sometimes we get a meeting to solve with our principals as well as with my fellow teachers. And the decision may be right or wrong, but we need to keep our discipline in order. But sometimes it is, what to say, uh, disturbed by uh, Ministry of Human Resource that we cannot release our children. We have been facing different kinds of problems, but in real terms, I think uh, without external discipline, only internal discipline is not enough according to the situation I have been facing.
Is there one thing that you most love about teaching?
Yeah, I love teaching when I face the students face or different types of characters. Every day is just great for me because it gives me new ideas, uh, new humor, and new practices, and also what to say, situational approach make me happy and confident in my life.
Hmm.
That's why I love teaching. Every new situation is the beginning of a new day, and it make me renew my life every day. Just like what to say, in this situation also, what to say, a poem called "The Miller of the Day" is very important. I think we should not, we need not to envy nobody. We should be happy with what we have. We
Hmm.
should be content towards facing a positive life under this pandemic situation. Also, togetherness is also very important. What to say, gentleness, obedience, and other things are also the need of an hour, I think.
Yeah, those are all very important things, especially what you said, to be happy with what you have.
Uh,
Because if you're not happy with what you have, then you'll never be happy. Because there's always something you don't have, right? Everybody, no person ever gets everything that they want. So if you're not happy with what you have, then you'll never be happy.
right. Sir, can I ask you one question?
Sure.
How long have you been as a teacher? Are you a retired teacher or else?
So I'm not sure if I'm retired yet. I
Uh,
haven't decided, but I taught about 25 years, I think. About
oh,
25 years. Yeah. And I taught high school, so I taught um, from 14, 15 to 18.
okay.
Except for 2 years. I taught middle school. So I taught middle school for like 2 years, and that was horrible. They made me cry. They made
Oh,
me cry. It was horrible. They were every day I'd come home and I would start to cry because they were horrible. But I mean, they were just being kids, but it was hard.
um,
It was very hard. I don't have the patience. I, I also found that with like 11 and 12 years old, you have to they have no attention. You have to keep moving, 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 moving.
mm,
You can't if you stand still for 1 second, that's it. You lost them, right? So you have to keep it has to be very fast paced. Me, I like to have discussions. I like to relax, sit in my class, let's talk. No, 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 no. With those,
oh,
everything has to be fast. And you have to change what you're doing a lot. You can't do the same thing for too long. So you have to do this and then this and then this and then this, and so it requires much more planning than I wanted to do. But I did enjoy teaching high school though. That was fun.
okay.
How long have you
Oh,
been teaching?
oh, I've been teaching for about 15 years at high school.
That's a long time.
Oh, it's a long, I think it's been a long time, but in my mind, I think, as I said, uh, it is not a long time to me because I like teaching very much. In spite of many problems I face, teaching is fruitful to me. This is the profession I think God give me. So I don't want to try other jobs. Even when I was a teenager, I dream of becoming an Air Force pilot and once I was selected in the written examination, but in the interview I was dropped out. Then I never did again. And
Hmm.
when I come back to my town, I tried at high school and I work in a village. Maybe some person thought that it is a small job, but for me it is a new world order. And from that day onwards, I have never tried to do other job. It is very fruitful and enjoyable.
It's funny. Teaching is a strange job because on the one hand, teachers believe that we are like the most important people in the world, right? I mean,
Um,
because we're creating, the people of the future, right? There's no more important job. But honestly, the world doesn't look at teachers as important, and they don't pay us
uh,
like we're important. It would be good if they
uh,
they should pay us like we're some. I know sometimes people say to you, say, "Oh, you have such an important job." I say, "How about you pay me like I have an important job? How about you pay me like I'm a doctor?" But
uh,
okay, I won't complain. But it's I think teachers often feel like their job is very important. People around them may not. They think, oh, okay, he's just a teacher. I used to hear that all the time. People would say about me, um, they'd say, oh, he's just a teacher. So that's not. I'm not just a teacher. I'm a teacher, not just a teacher.
Oh, by the way, where is Carla? I think
Uh,
she want to give chance to other.
apparently, Shiza's in charge. Shiza's in charge. She's in charge of everything now. We've
Uh,
who's next? Who are we speaking to next? Shiza, who's next?
I think let me read her. His name was Wasim Akram.
Wasim, welcome. Where are you from?
Wasim, please unmute your mic. Yeah.
Thank you. So this is Wasim. I'm from Delhi, India, and like you guys were talking about the teaching session, teaching profession. I'm also doing my master degree in English language teaching. So I'm a student of Master of English Language Teaching of the English and Foreign Language University of Hyderabad. So it's a central university, and it dedicated to only language, and I'm the part of that university.
Oh,
So I know Carla since 2 3 years. I have been connected to her, and so today I was doing my assignment, and then I suddenly I got a notification that something is going live, so I joined it. Yeah,
oh, very nice. Well, on behalf of Carla, welcome. Um,
thank you so much.
um, what do you plan to do after after you graduate? What do you plan to do with your degree?
Okay, so my main focus is to do research in there are many theories and perspective of about language learning. So in language learning, some people practice the language translation method and some other methods. But I was fascinated with the theory which is given by uh, uh, Krashen. So he talks about that we only learn language through when we understand it or when we use it. So,
Hmm.
like despite having so many linguistic theory, but our focus would be on how to practice it. Without practice, whether it is writing or speaking or listening. So, in most of the schools in around the world, I was reading this article yesterday that though we say like we have to practice the language and use and speak it, but around the world, this curriculum of practicing the language is not present. So, and we are not aware about how to learn a language, like quote unquote, we are not aware about that. So we have to my plan is to do a research how better we can understand and learn a language through the use of it. And
You know,
based
in
on
my
those theory, I will
experience,
work upon that. I'll do my research. Yes,
yeah, in my experience, one of the problems in
yes,
education is the gap
yeah, yeah.
between
Yes, yes.
research and practice. Very often, somebody will do research and they'll find out amazing things, and it will take 10 years before that research gets into the classroom. I mean, this is a very good example, on language, learning languages. There's so much research now about how to learn languages, the best way to learn languages, a whole language approach, or different approaches. And it takes years for that to get into the classroom because people have to write the textbooks and they have to fund the textbooks and it takes a long time. One of the things that would be nice in education is if we could narrow the gap between what we know is the right thing to do and actually doing the right thing. It takes a while, but that's great research. Linguistics is wonderful. It's a very interesting topic.
Actually, you are very true about it. That the practice and the theory, it has a very big gap. Last year, I was a part of a conference, and the conference held by in the collaboration our university and Oxford University Linguistic Department. So many teachers from Oxford they came there, and few suggestions have been taken from the students. So I also give this suggestion that how we can establish the practice in our classroom. So uh, that you are right about it. So
Very, very interesting.
actually, right nowadays, I want to share one more thing in a minute. So I'm writing a dissertation based on these facts. So I have selected some learners of English language, and I divided them into two groups. So one group I taught them through the uh, grammar rules and and implicit rules, and one group I taught from the whole all the perspective, the meaning base and the conceptual base and the discourse base using practice. So I'm measuring their performances, and with that conclusion, I'll write about how the data will tell me. So that is my work, and I'm student of that. That is my word from my side. I have
Oh,
done. Thank you so much for giving the time.
my pleasure. That's fascinating topics.
Yes,
Carla,
thank you.
unmute.
Lee, who are you speaking with?
I was talking to Wasim.
Wasim, you and I need to talk. Are you an English teacher?
No, Carla. Actually, I'm a student of linguistics.
You're a student of what? Can you say that again? I lost the last
I'm a
word.
student of linguistic, and I'm doing my master in English language teaching.
Can we? I would like to talk to you. Can you send me a message? Are we friends on Facebook?
Okay, I'll send you. Sure, I'll send you.
No, whoa! I need to tell you where to send it to. Are we friends on Facebook, Wasim?
Yeah, you have forgot about me. We are friends from the circle of Rihan and Lawala. We have talked like each other many times. So
Okay, send me a message. I want to talk to you about
okay,
doing for the Ministry of English. Okay?
thank you. I'll send you. Sure.
Please do. I have so many friends of his that I don't always remember who I friended and who I haven't, and I need to get rid of some in order to add more now. But you and I definitely need to have a conversation soon. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay, guys, I got kicked off. I don't know why, but I'm back again. I want to remind people to come to the show. It's very simple. You just click on that GiggleFest University link. It will give you the link for StreamYard, and that will bring you to the show very simply. The only issue is people are having some connection problems, and those people we need to. It depends on the connection problem, what we can do about it. And I love what Lee is doing. It's great. Having said that, Wasim, do you have anything else to say? I wish I had heard this conversation. And a reminder, everyone, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. You'll also get notifications when I'm live at any point through the YouTube channel because everything's going live now on YouTube. Wasim, do you have anything else to say?
No, I don't have specifically to say anything. Just to pray for the people of India who are suffering through
Oh,
pandemic. It's very bad, and I'm living in the state of Delhi, so it's basically affecting there.
yeah, absolutely. That's very important. Okay, do you mind if I move on? I don't know who has spoken and who hasn't spoken.
Just
But
one.
yes, yes, Lee?
I only spoke to Wasim. That's all.
Okay, did anyone speak to engineer? Oh, let's not forget Zalif. Let's see if we can hear her now. Zalif, can you let me hi.
Hi to everybody.
Wait, engineer, wait a moment. We'll
Yes,
come back
yes.
to you in a moment. Salif, are you there? I don't think can I can't unmute you. You need to unmute yourself, Salif. I can't unmute you. Okay, engineer, let's talk to you and maybe she'll figure out how to unmute herself. Actually, you can do it at the bottom of your screen. There's a little mic. Just click on it and it will give you a chance to speak. Can you do that?
Me?
Okay, engineer, I'm going to talk to you. How are you? Where are you
I'm
from?
fine. I'm from Pakistan. We have discussed before. I have joined this before.
Engineer, number
Yes.
one, I talk to many people.
Yes, I know. I know.
Let me finish what I'm saying. Not only do I talk to a lot of people, unless you come regularly, I may forget you. There are also people in the world who are watching this who have never met you. This is going
Yes.
on my YouTube channel. Hopefully, they'll be watching you. They don't know who you are.
Yes.
Help me out. You're
Yes.
from Pakistan. Pakistan's a big place. Where are you
Yes.
from, Pakistan?
I'm from Sindh, from Nawabshah. It's near to Karachi.
And what do you do there?
I'm a teacher. I'm a lecturer of chemistry.
Ah, how long have you been doing that?
Since 5 years. So,
You like it?
yes, I love it. Basically, professionally, I'm a engineer, but I have chosen teaching as a passion. It's my passion to teach.
And how old are your students?
Around 18 to 20 years.
Ah, so you're in our country, those would be college students.
Yes, these are college students. Yes.
Now, do you also do experiments with them?
Yes, but there are not facilities. We don't have such facilities, but I try to. I use softwares, and as things I have, we do some practicals and practices.
Okay, and tell how much do you do practical every week or you do it once a month? How often?
Uh, Regularly, regarding my topic, I do practicals, and if I don't have such things, I show them video on YouTube or use the FAT simulation software so they can understand things in a better way. They can actual concept that what the things are.
So you can learn from YouTube, right?
Yes.
It's a good thing. Sheza, as far as I know, you have barely spoken today and you need to speak. So, that's why you're here. So you need to speak to engineer. What do you want me to call you? I'm sure it's not
Abasi.
engineer. What is it?
Abasi.
Okay,
Abasi.
Abasi. I'm going to remember when she is speaking, you need to close your mic, and when he's speaking, she'll close your mic. Okay, Sheza.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Okay, Abasi, you like chemistry as you are a teacher of chemistry. So, what do you like most in chemistry subject? Although chemistry is a very dry subject.
Well, it's a very interesting subject. It's depend on our knowledge and the environment we have. I like the bonding. That's why we are here. We have bonding between us. We are from all over the world, from the different areas, but we have bonding. So the specialty of chemistry is bonding, acceptance, deficiencies, to make deficiencies power. Something is less in hydrogen, something is less in oxygen. They work together and make water. It's a bonding. It's all about bonding and do something like this.
Is that ionic bond or covalent bond between us?
It's depend on our electronegativity, how electronegative we are. It's depend on our electronegativity. The bonding is
Right.
same.
Okay, how many students you have?
Wait a moment. I want to add something here, and I want to ask if Abatsi agrees. Chemistry is everywhere, right, Abatsi? When you're cooking, isn't that chemistry?
100% it is chemistry. 100%. We
When
make
you're
solutions. Yes.
when you're taking a shower, isn't that chemistry in a way because you're mixing the soap with water in order to get clean?
Yes, it is chemistry. We are surrounded by chemistry and chemical reaction. Now we are talking breathing, metabolism is all are regarding chemistry.
Having said that, Sheza, you said chemistry is very dry. Is it really dry?
Yeah, I was talking about the experiments and the other things about the chemistry. I was not talking about the chemistry between us. The chemistry between two people is very beautiful. This is not dry, and this is very beautiful. Chemistry is
Sheza,
very important. Yeah.
Sheza, did you hear me say that if you're cooking, that's chemistry? If
Yeah.
you're taking a shower, that's chemistry.
Yeah.
Is that dry? Or is it?
No.
That's the point. I agree. I'm not very much into chemistry either. But chemistry really is not very dry.
Yeah, but do you ever uh, read or ever been experiment about chemistry and the laws? I do learn chemistry when I was in FSC pre-medical. So I have a subject that is very dry. So that's why I said chemistry is a very dry subject. I used to learn the chemical reactions, and that were very difficult for me. That's why I said so.
I agree. But I'm trying. No, Sheza, I'm not angry. I'm just trying to help you realize that chemistry is in everything we do. And we don't realize it. I don't realize it. It's really something very important. And we don't think about it. Let Abasi tell us a little more.
Can I add one thing?
Yes, yes, sure.
I just wanted to say, listening to Abasi, I realized something about chemistry. I took chemistry in high school and I hated it because it was very dry. I thought it was very dry. And I think now it was just the teacher. Because when I heard Abasi talking, and he said, first of all, he said it was his passion. I'm sure that my high school chemistry teacher, it was not his passion. There was no passion there. And then Abasi said, what is chemistry about? Chemistry is about bonds. It's about fulfilling the lacks in things, about things coming together and things coming up. I'm like, oh my God, it's poetry. The guy is it's poetry. If somebody had taught me chemistry like that, I think I would have enjoyed it. So maybe it's not that chemistry is dry. Maybe it's just that there are just some teachings of chemistry, some teachers of chemistry, which are dry. But Abasi is clearly not one of them. I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can
maybe.
I add?
Beautiful. One moment. There's someone I just brought on stage. You need to sit up or I will need to remove you. Everyone who comes sits up and they are not laying in bed. So please sit up or I will put you backstage again. I didn't realize you were there until I saw your message. Okay, Abasi, go.
Okay, Carla, as I smile, you all smile. Because as we heard that smile is charity. When someone get heart attack, they inject them with dopamine injection. It is a hormone, it's a reward hormone, dopamine. When we smile, others also smile, and the reward hormone release in our brain. So here is the chemistry. This reward hormone we need. Why uh, children like PUBG? Because when then they get some point, the reward hormone release in their brain. Like now we are talking, we are appreciating one another. This reward hormone is releasing in our mind. So it is the beauty of chemistry. If we know the value of these chemicals, we can enjoy the life.
You made chemistry such an experience. I was like Lee. I learned about chemistry and I didn't like it. And then all of a sudden, a few months ago, I realized everything was chemistry. It may have been from talking to you. And I'm so excited about it. Lee, it's really fascinating. Do you want to say anything else to him?
No, I mean, I as I said, it's great to hear somebody with a passion, you know, for especially with teaching. I was talking about teaching before, but you know, it's probably the most important thing that you can communicate as a teacher is your love of the subject. You know, students know when a teacher comes into the classroom and they're just going through the motions and they don't really love the subject. Students know that, right? And they respond to that either consciously or unconsciously. But when you walk into the classroom and you walk in, you go, this is great. You're going to love this. Wow, right? That really turns them on and really excites them.
I want
Yes,
to
it's
add
true.
something to that. When I was teaching, I actually had an experience where I had a little girl who just needed something to do. And she was beginning to like math and she really needed to learn to multiply. And by the end of the year, I taught her how to use a times table. And she went from multiplying one digit by one digit to two digits by three digits. And she learned it only because I couldn't believe I got so excited about it, but I did. I said, look, you got to do this. I know you can do it. And I'd get excited. And she was doing it. And it comes from being very passionate. People who come here and say, I cannot speak English. And then we speak to them and they're like, I can't. It happens because we're giving them that opportunity. Okay, and Abasi, do you want to say anything else? Because we
Yes, I want to add one last thing by my side is that uh, the beauty of the world, like that, these elements are teaching us, the periodic table elements are teaching us that we all have different character. We all have different situation. Some are solid, some are liquid, some are gases. But we have to make bond to make this world beautiful, to run the system. We all have different character, different choices, different way of thinking. It is the nature. The difference is the nature. Even our blood group are different. In one family, the different Siblings have different blood groups. This difference is the beauty, and we have to accept it and make it our power. If someone is from America, if someone is from Pakistan, if someone are Jews, someone are Christians, someone are Muslims, Hindus, this is the beauty. We have to make bond and fulfill our deficiencies to make something strong. If iron loses its character, what we feel, if we create a building with iron and iron melt and it loses its character, everything will be destroyed. We have to just perform our character well. We have to know ourselves that what we are and what we have to do. The sodium is an explosive thing and chlorine is anesthetic. But when they both combine, it becomes salt, and we eat every day. It is the necessity of life. We can be necessity for everyone if we know ourselves and make bond with others. That's it. It is from my side.
Abasi, are we friends on Facebook?
We are.
We
We are.
are. Can you
Yes.
send me a message, please? I want to talk to you. Okay.
Yes. I.
I
Yeah.
can't go into it big time right now, but I want to talk to you. What you said is absolutely amazing, and I'm really glad you came today. Thank you so very, very much. Lee, do you want to say something? Or Shaja maybe first? Shaja,
Uh,
do you want to say something to him now?
yeah, onwards, I love chemistry.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wow. The way you explained about chemistry and the elements, brilliant. Awesome.
Thank you.
He is absolutely brilliant. Lee, do you want to say anything else to him?
I just want to study chemistry with Abasi. That's it. I feel like I feel like I could. I feel like I feel like I could start all over again. And I'm so sorry that I didn't have you in the first time because the first time was really boring. But this would be fun.
Thank you,
Now
sir.
you have to start online classes for
Yeah.
all of us. For all of us who thought, oh, you could call it like chemistry is not boring. Okay, online classes to show that chemistry is not boring. I think that's a great idea. You should do that.
Yes, it's a great suggestion. I will do. Surely I will do.
You should.
Yes.
Yeah. Um, I'm looking at chemistry in a totally different way than I ever did.
Yes.
And I just want to thank you.
I thank you all that you give me chance to share my views. I'm thankful to you, Carla. It's all about you. You started the things. You gathered us. You are the main bond between us.
Thank you. I'm just overly okay. There's someone, and I can't read Subandar from London, or I'm not sure where from. I'm going to mute you, Abasi. Well, don't do what I asked you to.
Uh,
Sudan, did you wanted to talk? What's on your mind?
Hello, my name is Subhan. I am from Lahore, Pakistan. Actually, this is London mistakenly written. Um Although I am Subhan, I am a digital marketer and a web developer by profession. I am providing my services to small SMEs, small and medium enterprises to different part of the world. The mission to join this show is to influence to good my English to fluent in basically fluent in English. I can read and I can write English very well. But when we are talking together with English clients and some other clients, my English is not very fluent. So
Mm, Whoa!
Yes.
Stop that right now. Lee, he is speaking fluently. He just doesn't have that confidence.
Yes.
Why are you
100%.
saying that? Whoa! You be quiet for a moment.
Yes.
I need you to stop and I need you to really, really open your ears.
Okay.
I want
I'm doing that.
you're talking.
Okay.
I can't help you if you are only talking.
Okay.
You need to
So
open
actually,
up your, no. If you say one more word, I'm going to kick you off.
okay.
We cannot help you. Lee, tell him what you think of his English, and then I will.
Yeah, you sound really good to me. I think what Carla is trying to say is that sometimes we're doing way better than we think we are, but our confidence is not quite our confidence is not quite at the level of our skill. So your skill is there, your skill is there. And now you just have to feel a little more confident. And if you come here and you talk, then you'll build the confidence and you'll be fine. I mean, you have the skills. What I'm hearing is you sound, you sound you have the words and you have the grammar. That's really all you need. Now the rest is just a matter of confidence and feeling a sense of ease. One of the hard I speak a couple of languages, so I know this experience. One of the hard parts is just to feel relaxed. Like I can, I know a few words of Urdu, for example, right? But like I have to relax, to be able to try to speak. I have to, get over embarrassment and get over and not think, okay, I can't really do it. And maybe I'm not doing it perfectly. You know, you're not expected to do anything in this world perfectly. Okay. There's only one perfect being in the world, and it's not me and it's not you, it's God. So you make mistakes. You won't be perfect, but just keep up, keep trying, and don't keep doing. I don't want Carl to get mad at me. Keep doing, and you'll be fine. That's it.
We're talking to you like this because we know you can do it. You cannot continue saying to yourself, I am not good. It's all in your mind. Whatever you want to do, you can do. And I say this every day, at least 10, 20 times I'm here. Sheza is one of these people. She wouldn't come live with me. Finally, Rayhan got mad and Rayhan said, Sheza, you're going to do this 5 days in a row. And we got to 3 days, and all of a sudden this young girl wanted to speak. And she asked, can I come to your English show? And I said, yeah, she should come. The important thing is to believe in yourself. And sometimes that's the hardest thing to do. Because when you're believing in yourself, maybe someone had said you can't do it. You have to learn to tune out those people. I'm still learning that. Lee's still learning that. And we're older than you. But it's okay. We're here to help you. How old are you?
Actually, I am 21 now.
Oh, you.
Yeah.
I was going to say you could come to the kids show, but you're a little you passed the mark. But I want you to come back and I want you to speak.
Can I say something to him?
Yes.
Okay. To improve your English, you can watch movies with subtitles. This will help you more to be fluent in English.
Okay, the problem is that I don't like movies.
Whoa!
Uh,
You just
yeah,
said it. We
yeah.
told you. No, shut up. Excuse the language. I shouldn't be telling you to shut up. But the point is, you just did it. The problem is, you're looking at the problems. You're not looking at what you can do. Yes, you need practice, but we all do. And if you're saying, but, I can do it, but, you're right, you're not going to do it. You're only going to do it when you take the but out and you say, I can do it. I don't want to hear the but. I don't really care about it anymore. What I care about is what you can do this very moment. And I'm getting very impatient. That means I don't have the patience for people who say, but I can't speak fast enough. I make mistakes. Well, I don't know anyone on this panel right now who doesn't make a mistake at least once a day. And probably more than once a day. And that includes Lee. That includes Sheza, Abasi, Zalip, who couldn't figure out how to unmute herself, and we couldn't help her. But it includes everyone. I'm not laughing at you, Zalif. Please don't take it personally. It's
No problem, ma'am.
I'm talking to the person next to you. It's everyone. And if you say, oh, I know I can do it, but you're looking at what you can't do. You need to begin looking at what you can do. Oh no. I think I was a little he may have I hope he just got stuck. Was I that mean, Lee Abasi?
Yes.
I was mean, or I was.
No, 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 no. He couldn't get the point. You are accurate. You tell me same wording when I was in your class or in this chat first time. You told me the exact thing. And secondly, I'm here.
And you came back.
I came back with more courage and positivity that you gave me. That don't get hopeless. Have faith in yourself, believe in yourself, and come back. Where there is a way, there is a way.
Right. And if there is a way, you can do it.
Yes.
Almost everyone, including me, when I started doing this, I was scared. I wondered, would people be coming? Am I saying the right thing? Am I doing? And Zalif, you need to wait right now. Zalif, you need to wait. Close your mic.
Okay, I want to say that I don't like English, but I use. Sorry, sorry.
You don't like English? Do you like English or do you not like English?
I like English. I want to say that I don't like movies genre. I actually like English courses. I take around 10 to 20 courses per month for English speakers. I used to get knowledge from English speakers, which is thousands of hours. I don't like to watch just like romance, etc. I used to listen English very frequently with my English teachers. So that's why I am here to get more English fluently, so I can talk to my clients. So that this is I figured out that English, not in fluent English, is my biggest problem in my business. So actually, I message you, Carla, personally, so that I can talk to you for this matter, that you can help me or not.
I can help you and we can talk about it. I have an English class online that's a 3-month online class for $20. And there you get lessons every week. The first course that we created is more really the basics. And I will put the link in the chat now so you can look for it. And what you get a lot from this course, just so you know, you get 12 weeks of lessons. You get a private Facebook group, which I will be in once a month to chat with you and answer your questions. You get plenty of worksheets to help you understand what you are doing. And you own the course. And because you own it, he's having an internet issue. Because you own it, you can watch it as often as you want and you never lose it. I don't know how much he's heard. Here he is. Did you hear what I was saying?
Yes, you said I can take your lessons, 12-week lessons. So actually, this is internet problem from my side. I disconnect from you, but I listen your talk completely. So you said I have to take your 12-week lessons to improve my English fluently. So I am looking to that.
Okay, look into that. I do online classes, but I don't, which are not here, but I don't do them for free. I need to I need to pay my bills. So the cheapest thing is to do what I just suggested. I just put it in the chat on the Speak English Foundation page. When you go there, you'll see it in the chat under the instructions of how to get to the show.
I want to ask one thing, ma'am. Can I?
Yeah, you can ask.
This is recorded course, or I have to one-on-one classes?
If we did something privately, you could pay for one-on-one classes.
Okay.
But they're not, I mean, it's going to be more than $20.
Got it.
Okay. We can talk about it. Send me a message or WhatsApp me. Send me a message. Go to my website. Get the WhatsApp number. You send me a text message. Please don't call me. I've been getting calls from someone at 5 a.m. in the morning, and I am not happy about that. And I will find a time to talk with you, and we can figure something out. But it is going to cost you more than it would cost you to take the course. I have to be honest.
Okay.
But I'm willing to do it.
Okay. I will consider it.
You should, but also look into the class. And if you send me a message on WhatsApp, I'll send you the link for the class there too. Okay, we have been here an hour and a half. it is time to close. Does anyone have anything they want to say before we close? Okay, I will be back on Sunday for the 20-year-old and younger group. And Shasha, I hope you can come. You're a little too old, Lee, but you can come back on Tuesday and Thursday. Unless you want to come and tell some stories. If you want, you can. I'll
Yes.
talk to you later about it.
That's definitely possible. That could definitely happen.
We'll
Yeah.
talk after we go offline. I want to thank everyone who watched. Please, if you find value, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I am so excited that we're doing this on YouTube now as well as Facebook. And I'm just really happy to be with you guys. So let's wave goodbye. And we'll talk to you again later.
Goodbye.
Sure.
Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
You.
Bye.